Thank you guys for coming today. My name is Ryan Dees, and I'm going to start off with Jason Walker. He's the division manager for the City of Austin for the Parks and Recreation Cemeteries Division. So I'll let him introduce everybody.
Well, thank you, Ryan. And thank you, everyone, for coming out today. Welcome to the historic Oakwood Cemetery in Chapel. As many of y'all know, Oakwood Cemetery was established in 1839. It's one of the earliest municipal landmarks in Austin. So the City of Austin Cemetery operations, we operate and maintain 5 municipal cemeteries, Oakwood, of course, being one of them. Oakwood Annex, Plumbers, Austin Memorial Park, and Evergreen. These cemeteries encompass more than 80,000 burials. We do more than just burials. We also do preservation and conservation as well. And that's why we're gathered here today, is to commemorate and celebrate some of that outstanding conservation work we've been doing over the last 18 months, and especially working with the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. We've been working with them, and we want to thank Emily Coleman, the superintendent of the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired, and also thank Ryan Dees, who is our cemetery conservationist, and along with the work with Dale Flatt, who's the founder of Save Austin Cemeteries, who throughout the years has been a really great partner with cemetery operations as far as performing conservation projects, but also historical tours out here at Oakwood. And so we're really happy with the partnerships that we've been developing throughout the years. So we're honored here to have our esteemed guests and colleagues and speakers. And so with that, I'll just go ahead and welcome and introduce Ryan Dees, who is our, like I mentioned, he's our cemetery operations conservator, who came to us a few years ago as an archaeologist and really has helped to expand our conservation program. So we're happy to have him here. And Ryan, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Our next guest speaker is Emily Coleman. She is the superintendent for the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
All right, great to see everybody here today. We had a fiesta celebration on campus today, so hence my attire is a little less formal. And I might have a little cascarone egg in my hair still. So the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired was founded in 1856 and started at the Neil Cochran House over by UT. And then shortly after, the school relocated to the little campus at UT, which is now known as the Arno Nwatney Building on MLK and I-35. In 1916, the school was relocated to a new campus at 1100 West 45th Street, which is where the school is now. And while the school was housed at the little campus, that's when the cemetery was utilized. So unfortunately, we don't know the reason for the lot or how it came to be, and we know very little about the people that are buried there. At TSBVI, through on-campus and outreach programs, we serve 11,000 students who are blind, deafblind, or have low vision throughout the state of Texas. I'm sure that's a lot more than we served in the late 1800s, when they thought maybe an 18-plot lot would serve its purpose. TSBVI is lucky to have been continually supported and valued by our state and our city, which has made us a leader in the education of our students nationally and around the world. So our success has been due to collaboration and building community, which makes us grateful to be with you here today. We strongly value relationships, and this is a new one for us, so it's been a lot of fun. When Ryan reached out to TSBVI to let us know that we owned a lot with 18 plots at Oakwood Cemetery, we were shocked. Nobody had any idea that it existed, and of course, very curious. We do have some other uncommon assets like farmland in North Texas, which was, not a surprise, but something that we also have. And very unique, but we do get some unique things donated to us from time to time. So we value our history and therefore knew we'd like to participate in the lot's restoration, of course. We were able to create an episode on the project through our podcast, A Sense of Texas, which was a lot of fun. Our students participated in a cleanup here on Earth Day, which was a good experience for them. We were supposed to have more students come, but apparently some of them were scared and didn't want to go to the cemetery. So maybe we'll get them here another time. And we're really grateful to Ryan and Caitlin and to others who have worked on the project and helped repair the damaged headstones. And we value the celebration of our past, and we won't forget this plot again. So thank you.
Our next guest speaker is Dale Flatt, Save Austin Cemetery's founder and member.
Good afternoon. As you probably guessed, my name is Dale Flatt, and I'm the founder of Save Austin Cemeteries. It's a nonprofit 501c3 that was established in 2004 to work in partnership with the City of Austin on the cemetery master plan and preservation efforts. Today we're here at Oakwood to rededicate and remember the 15 known people who were arrested here just a few feet away in Section 4, lot number 167, the Blind School lot. When the city cemetery was established back in 1839, citizens and institutions like the Blind School had an opportunity to purchase a 25 by 30 foot lot, which you'll see most of them are curbed in out this way, or a subset thereof, and as the final resting place for some of the deceased. Many of the Austin's founding families are buried right here in what is now the heart of the city. Over time, many families have moved out of the area due to events such as perhaps the California Gold Rush or better living opportunities elsewhere. Over the years, some families died off, and in many cases, we are 6 to 7 generations removed from our early burials. There are some families that are still here in the area and regularly visit, clean, and decorate family graves. But with the passing of several generations, many of the descendants no longer feel the family connection or even know that they have an ancestor buried here at Oakwood. In 2004, a group of citizens established Save Austin Cemeteries as a 501c3 to help the city with a preservation plan. And working on the old headstones here in Oakwood and the other city cemeteries, which are private property and the city has no responsibility for them. The Blind School has undergone numerous name changes as well and location since the very founding in 1856. Oftentimes the students who attended there never left. The modest marble headstones were found broken and lying in the dirt and grass, as you can see in the thing behind me here. Some have become buried over the years, and the original limestone slotted bases, many of which were broken or fractured, could no longer hold the stones in their upright, normal position. There are no streets in town named after in the honor of these people. No historic buildings display their names. Just a few lines in a ledger, and at one time, little piles of broken stones. Most of the men and women here in this lot died very young, with the ages ranging between 15 and 26 years of age. Some died of chronic illnesses or pneumonia, and several with consumption, which we know today as tuberculosis. There's a 77-year-old blind veteran, as well as a former student who stayed on to become a professor, who passed at the age of 49. There are so many untold stories here in this plot alone, as well as in all of our cemeteries. The lot, as you'll see it today, reflects many hours of research and repair efforts, a true labor of love. I'm proud to have been part of this restoration project, to work alongside Mr. Ryan Dees, the city's conservator, and to see this lot restored and the students remembered is indeed an honor and a privilege. Thank you for coming today.
Our next guest speaker is Ms. Jenny McWilliams. She is with the Texas Historical Commission.
Hello, and thank you so much for coming this afternoon. Ryan, thank you very much for the invitation to be a part of today's event. And I'm delighted to extend greetings and thanks from the Texas Historical Commission and the Cemetery Preservation Program. The Texas Historical Commission is proud to help people document, preserve, and promote important places and stories that make Texans who we are. We administer a variety of programs to help restore courthouses, revitalize downtown commercial districts, protect archaeological and military sites across the state, survey and protect historic resources, and enrich communities through history. The Cemetery Preservation Program tracks over 16,000 cemeteries across the state. And we provide preservation guidelines to assist cemeteries and cities prioritize their needs, guide decision-making, and recommend the right products to use. Ryan communicates with our staff frequently. We talk through options and discuss the best path forward. We know that he knows the importance of gaining permission before cleaning and repairing any headstones. We trust his assessments, conservation plans, and treatment recommendations, and that he will use the proper products to clean and make repairs, following the do no harm rule of preservation. Ryan did some of the research on those buried in the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired plot, which gives us the details of these individuals, their lives, and their contributions. We hope people will tell their story and the story of the school, and that they find it interesting, illuminating, or inspiring. History does not stop here. It is up to us to keep the story going. There's a saying that goes something like this: everyone dies twice. First time when you take your last breath, and the second time when your name is spoken for the very last time. These headstones are a way to keep a person's memory, and in this case, the history of the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired, and the lives of the 13 to 15 individuals who are buried here. I encourage each of you to walk through the sacred space and read the names out loud. Make sure they avoid their final death. Say their names and tell their story. The Texas Historical Commission believes that history matters and that this place matters. We're happy to be a part of helping tell this story, and thank Oakwood Cemetery and the City of Austin for being such good stewards to the history. Thank you again for being here today. And I just want to add one little observation. People wonder why these plots were purchased. If you think about the time period, we have the Texas State Cemetery not too far away, and there's another example of a congressional cemetery in Washington. We couldn't move bodies very far, very fast, and so if these individuals couldn't be returned to their homes a long way away, somewhere else in Texas, they probably purchased these plots for their interment.
Thank you all. Thank you all to my guests who came out today and gave a few words. As I stated earlier, my name is Ryan Dees. I'm the Environmental Program Coordinator for the City of Austin Cemetery Division. And I wanted to thank you all for being here today, especially on one of the hottest days in May. Your presence means a great deal to us, and it speaks volumes about the value that you place on honoring our shared history. Today we gather not just to commemorate partnership, but to celebrate a meaningful collaboration between the City of Austin, the Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired, and our broader community. This project represents a significant milestone for our department, one that reflects years of dedication and shared commitment to preservation and restoring our historic assets. Over the past year, I've had the honor of working closely with SAC founding member Dale Flatt and TSBVI Superintendent Emily Coleman to bring this project to life. It's been a massive effort, both in scale and in heart, and one that could not have been accomplished without the passion and support of so many people who are here today. So why this school and why this lot? This plot of land is more than just a resting place. It sits front and center of Oakwood Cemetery, visible to every guest who comes here. It's a quiet but powerful reminder that history is not only etched in the stone, but it lives in the stories that we choose to remember. Inside the small section lie members of our community whose lives and legacies deserve to be recognized. Today is about one of those untold histories, about voices that time nearly silenced, and about the responsibility that we carry to lift them back into view. As we stand in a city that is constantly changing, skyscrapers rising, and new neighborhoods forming, it's easy to forget that just over a century ago, Congress Avenue was nothing more than just a dirt road with wooden storefronts. But Oakwood, like the city that it serves, has grown and adapted, and it's became a layered and multifaceted record of our past. It tells the story of culture, diversity, and change. And TSBVI is the perfect reflection of all three of those. Culture. TSBVI serves over 11,000 students, and each one of them bring their own background, traditions, and experiences. It's a place of vibrancy and resilience. The school doesn't just educate, it empowers its students. From White Cane Day celebration to everyday acts of learning, TSBVI celebrates the achievements of its students and connect deeply to the community. We must also honor the legacy of people like Norris Cooney Hare, who fought for the school, who was originally named the Institute for the Deaf, Dumb, and Blind Colored Youths, a school that would eventually become part of TSBVI in 1965. Its evolution reflects Austin's broader journey towards inclusion and equality. And in 1989, the school changed its name to reflect the diversity of its students' body and ensuring that all who learn there are acknowledged and respected. From its humble beginnings in 1856 at the Neil Cochran House, where there were 7 students learned under one teacher, to serving thousands of students across Texas today, TSBVI is a living testament to what change can achieve. And in 2019, the school made history again when Emily Coleman became the first female superintendent. She is a leader whose vision and dedication I've had the privilege to witness firsthand. The school is just one of many community partners that I've worked with over the years, from collaborating with Austin's East Side Black community at Evergreen Cemetery, where we've established regular cleaning classes, to ongoing restoration efforts with the Mexican-American families at Oakwood Annex, where we've prepared for Dia de los Muertos celebration later this year. Every project tells a part of Austin's broader story. Through programs like our partnerships with Save Austin Cemeteries, we host annual workshops teaching volunteers how to pour new concrete bases to replace deteriorated ones, small acts with lasting impacts. And we also host cleaning classes and minor repair workshops throughout the year that are open to everyone to join. Community preservation, engagement, and inclusion have always been the pillars of my work, and they always will be. And I'm committed to telling the stories of those who built the city, not just the names that we already know, but those whose legacies have gone unspoken for too long. So I wanted to thank you all again for attending today. As we're going to close this ceremony out, the lot is about 50 feet to the east, and there's a QR code over there, which we will all scan. And you're going to see at the very top of the page a before picture and an after picture, and you can kind of scroll back and forth. So thank you all again for coming out today.